What are we thinking? Do we have time to run walls?
Touchdown! Oh, Kenyon Drake! A miracle! Miraculous in Miami!
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it.
Philly special. Ready?
It's Hester trying to work it back to the middle. Gets past the first wave, and here he goes. It's Hester inside the 30. Hester's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. And no flag, 92 yards.
What's happening, boys? How are we?
Good, you?
Welcome back to Tom.
What's happening?
All right.
Glad to have you.
Do I look beautiful?
You remain a wool. You look like a wool.
Do I look more or less beautiful than the last time you saw me?
I think you put on more weight.
And I was dressed up last time as well.
I know.
Look
Mark,
tall,
it's the first time you've seen me in the flesh.
You look tall in real life. I echo what Rob said a couple of weeks ago.
You do look tall.
How tall did you actually think I was?
About 5'6".
It's not tall then. I had visions of you being like Tom Cruise, you know, like an oldie misses like that.
Yeah. I'm as good looking as Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise good looking, is he?
That's what people say.
Have you seen the way Tom's wore a jersey just to hide the fact that he's just a big fat cunt now?
Yeah. And
This is the right size. This
and
is a
wore,
large.
He's wore college just to be like, oh, look at me in my college. Sort of thing. I'm back. I'm still repping college, everyone.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm here to talk about the
It's
NFL.
a young boy's jersey as well, isn't it?
Young boys jersey.
BYU.
Is that what they're called?
Brigham Young. I'll give you the history, but it's really boring and people don't want to hear it.
I'll be honest, it just suits you down to the ground, doesn't it?
Yeah. History,
Yeah.
boring,
History,
monotone.
boring, and young boys.
I agree with two.
Couldn't
out
be
of
so
three.
fair.
I'll take two of them.
Where have you been? Do you want to tell everyone or not?
Not really.
Sounds.
Not really. Just busy.
How'd your surgery go? You know his job and that?
No, it's up and all right.
That's why he thinks he
Facelift.
looks like Tom
Facelift's
Cruise.
all, like most of the swelling's gone. She is a little bit still.
Yeah, just a bit under your chin, isn't it?
Oh,
They're not
I haven't
swelling.
got the money for that.
Sorry.
I haven't got the cash for that.
That's why he's made an appearance tonight. Seeing how well we're doing, thought I need to get involved here.
Couple of grand to
Yeah.
get the chin sorted out.
Thanks to everyone who's recently followed us from seeing the clips and that we're made up. But, yeah, it's doing quite well, quite happy, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm
It's a good start, and also you'll notice we've now
impressed.
got rid of Ayuk in the back because we've sold two podcast jerseys. So we're going for
You
free
keep
for
saying
the
we
day.
like we're going to see any of this money.
Are we not? Surely we're going to
Oh, I
get
forgot the
some commission.
board.
Oh, he can't even advertise his little business. He's forgot his board.
NFL UK car breaks on Facebook and statesidesports.co.uk on the interweb.
Other card break businesses are available
Yeah, they are. Stateside
Until-
Sports breaks.
until it's an official sponsor.
Tom
and I'm
throwing
start,
shade until we start seeing some money.
until I start seeing something coming in, I'm just going to remind the viewers.
I'll send you some Jets cards every now and again.
All right, Stateside Sports. That's where you're going to get your cards from.
Oh, how's everyone been? I'm fucking
Good.
knackered.
Oh,
No.
don't start that.
I am.
You've drove and you're tired.
I've hardly had any sleep. At the weekend I had a kid's birthday party. I'm just fucking shattered.
By the way, can we just talk about that kid's birthday party just briefly?
Go on, yeah, of course you can.
You know, like, how much did that fella shit himself when the snake nearly died?
It was a snake.
We had like a little animal visit.
Oh,
And like
God.
Tarantula come out first, and there's this kid. There's one of my mate's kids, and he's just a little bit too much like Lenny from A Mice and Men, just a little bit too rough. So like he stroked the
Heavy-handed,
side,
was he?
yeah, he stroked the side a bit too hard, and the next thing the steak come out, and it was like he had it around the neck, squeezing it. Everyone else was scared to go near it, and he's like that fucking throttling it, just like there going. He's my neighbour as well. I was like that going. I might have to move here. Something like we need to talk about Kevin sort of shit. This.
Oh, honestly, it was fucking hilarious. I genuinely thought the snake was going to die and the fella was going to feed on you and go rob.
Oh,
Did you have to pay a deposit?
don't
Just
know.
in case
Yeah, £10.
just in case an animal dies.
Surely a snake's worth more than fucking £10.
Nah, you can find him anywhere, Mark.
I want to know why.
Tony sells them on Sneakside Sports.
Like that.
I want to know why at a first birthday party you thought a tarantula and a snake was a good idea.
Well, kids like animals.
A skunk
Yeah,
as
kids
well.
kids like animals. They like Hey Dougie. They like Paw Patrol.
What's Hey Dougie?
You'll hear soon.
Oh, you've got that to come. You'll hate him.
I feel like I already ate him as much as I ate Mark.
You don't hate me. You're just impartial.
You're very tedious.
The fucking mood you're in today. The fucking cheek.
I'm telling you, best not make any mistakes. I can't wait for this news. Go on, tell us the news. I'm getting ready to run right down your neck.
We'll start. Should start with the latest one.
Start from before last week when me and Rob.
Yeah, we never done any news last week.
Yeah.
So
So,
there's 2 weeks worth of news, please.
should we start with the COVID cuts, which caused a bit of drama? Where
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer basically admitted that he took into consideration when he made his 53-man roster.
Well,
Which
everyone did.
play? Yeah, but he
Just
was the
never
only
said
he was the only one to openly say it would come into my thinking when I made it. So he basically spoke out loud whatever he was thinking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he had the bottle
And
to
of
do it.
course
I was hoping Tom would be like, because Tom doesn't like Urban Meyer.
No.
So I was hoping you'd be all dead against him. But then when I said to you, what do you think of the Urban Meyer thing? You were like, oh yeah, I agree with it. I was like, fucking useless prick.
It's one of those, isn't it? I mean, he walked on water in Ohio, so he could say whatever he wanted to, whoever he wanted, and get away with it. So he comes to Jacksonville, behaving exactly the same way, and all of a sudden people are sort of taking a step back. But at the end of the day, if you know that a player is going to be more likely to miss game time for whatever reason it is, it's going to play a factor in it.
It's is it discrimination? No, is it like
No.
Is
What
it
is
classed
what
as-
are
is
you
it
discriminating
discriminating?
against?
because
Everyone can get it.
yeah, but that's everybody not doesn't have to get it.
Some of us
Well-
have had it about 3 times.
Well, yeah.
Well, in
I
fair,
don't believe you ever had COVID-19. I think
I've had COVID-19.
I think COVID-19 is
20.
COVID-19 is a bit too
21.
old for you. I think at most you've had COVID-11, maybe 12.
no, because let's all talk like the vaccination. I wouldn't have it unless basically it's forced.
Have you been
forced.
double jabbed yet?
No, I'm on one.
Is
But
that just because you're too lazy to go to the second one?
no, it's because I can't go for 6 weeks.
You could have had it ages ago.
I could have, yeah, but
That's
what I'm
Yeah, Mark, it is. He was too lazy. And then the NFL come around and he wants to go to games because the Dolphins in London.
I know,
yeah.
And he thought,
He's got
what
his
if you need
ticket.
to be double jabbed?
yeah, I
now
realised that. So basically, what you're saying is discrimination. Well, no, because I've realised that there's potential that I might need to be double jabbed to go to the.
I don't get people that asked about. I'd rather than put whatever shite they want to put in my body so I can go on alti. I couldn't.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
put plenty of shit in my body, so I can ask today when I add a little bit to it. Do you know what I mean?
I'll run through a quick few other ones. So Josh Norman signed with the 49ers. It's a bit of a strange one. We'll just sort of put that in.
Who did they have? The older
Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman. That's it.
Yeah.
Is he still there?
Yeah,
No.
he
No,
left because
he's free
he
agent.
got locked up.
He
Went into his ex-wife or
That
his
must have been-
current wife's house, didn't he?
That must have been when we done the podcast and Mark forgot to do the news 1 week.
Yeah, probably.
Do you mean when I wasn't there and you
Didn't
still,
know-
I still
didn't
have
know
to do the
Sherman
news?
locked up.
Yeah.
That's your
Um,
one job, the news.
Cowboys guard Zach Martin out to the season opener on sort of trend with positive COVID test, but he has been double jabbed. There's still a chance he can make the game on Thursday if he doesn't show signs.
You could have 2 negative tests.
And he's
Yeah.
got to show no signs, so it's looking likely he's not going to because he has shown signs apparently.
That's not a good sign for Zach.
Deshaun Watson was officially not named the starter as well. I mean, it was the most sort of non-used ever, but it was official now anyway.
Is he going to turn up on Sunday, second?
Well, I don't know, because he's
stay out of the way now.
There's an argument getting made that he's getting paid whatever he's getting paid this season of his contract, and he's not there on the team. Which I
I think that argument though is literally that's the next argument you could have is how much is a first round pick worth?
well, yeah.
Because the Texans are basically saying a first round pick's worth whatever his salary is. Because multiple first round picks are worth whatever his salary is this year. Because that's what they're waiting for.
Yeah, and then there's Ravens are having a few struggles now with the running back room, aren't they? Because obviously following J.K. Dobbins' season-ended ACL tear, it's now been revealed Justice Hill suffering an Achilles tear as well.
Yeah, and then they've been working out running backs today.
Yeah, Todd Gurley was named, but then I think he's out of
I
run.
don't.
Lev
Todd
Bell
Gurley
today.
never-
Yeah,
Lev
yeah.
Bell and Devontae Freeman got worked out today. I don't think Todd Gurley's already been there once.
Yeah.
And got turned away.
Then I think that just goes back to they were trying to go away from
Microphone's
Jackson.
there, mate.
Did I knock that then?
No, you're supposed to talk into it.
Sorry.
Move away.
Tom's
They were going
first appearance and he knows.
and
what
he's
to
pulling
do.
up.
See, here's the thing, though, right? I've been a watcher until this point, and I can't tell you how you're the worst one, Tony.
Thanks.
Right?
That's a
You
compliment.
can't tell you how annoying it is.
Who's the
And
best
you
one?
just start talking, and then you go over here for a little bit, and then
It's because it's not
and then-
comfy.
and then Rob and then Rob
Obviously,
goes,
this is a bit closer. than-
and nobody's got a clue what you're talking about.
I don't want to shout. I don't want to shout down the mic.
No, what I'm saying is that you're the only one that hears what he said.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we've
the only
got no
professional, is
idea.
what you mean. Is that all the news?
That's it, really, yeah.
2 weeks of news and that's it.
So you couldn't be asked.
Just coming from you two. You're sitting here like crying because you're fucking being driving.
Hang
And
on,
he's
me
sitting
and
here.
Tony.
No, do you know what it is?
Me and Tony put out clips this week, and I believe we're
So
smashing
we
it.
didn't know to fucking share it on Instagram until 2 minutes ago.
Do you know what it is, man?
Have you shared it on Instagram yet?
See?
These two know that if they did the news last week,
Yeah.
and the minute they slagged off your news this week, you'd have gone, you do it then.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't do it last week.
See?
They enjoy this too much.
It is. I do enjoy winding up, Mark. It's funny.
Jamison Crowder's out with COVID as well.
Yeah, no,
but nobody cares.
It's not news. Fuck the Jets.
Also, I brought cards for our guest last week.
He said, where's my cards and
Where's
where's
my
Tom's
presents?
cards? We haven't had
Tom's
any.
bought enough cards. He doesn't need me to get him back addicted again.
The amount of plastic surgery I've had to be here tonight. Not even a CD lamb.
And Mark
Can
gives
I
me
have my
grief.
CD now if you want?
Mark gives me grief every single week or every single day, every hour of
dicks.
every day about me selling cards. So I'm
Yeah.
not going to bring him any, am I?
I think Mark's grief is more to do with the fact that you don't just sell cards, do you? You sell like Pokemon cards and
I don't sell Pokemon
other
cards.
things.
If
Only
Pokemon cards
only
would
'cause-
make you money, you'd sell Pokemon cards.
I don't sell
Digimon.
Pokemon cards because I don't know how to value them.
Look at them on eBay.
It's too much effort.
Fair enough.
I'd buy Pokemon cards off you. No problem.
RJ said he's got loads, by the way. In his
Pokemon?
loft.
I'll be on
Loads
to
of
him.
Pokemon.
I'll be on to him.
There you go.
Oh, Tom signed up to Pokemon Go a couple of years ago, didn't he? Just so we could follow kids around a bit. And it turns it was normal.
It's a good job he's only getting seen on one camera, isn't
Well
it?
done, there's a Charizard in the 6-year-old's bedroom.
Quarter a tank of petrol it took to get in. And a quarter a tank back. That's 4 nonce jokes already.
We've been saving up, haven't we? Because you've been away.
1 joke for every 25 miles I've driven.
Oh. Right, so what are we doing today then? Obviously, it's the preview week. How excited are we all on a scale of like,
Really excited.
on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 for the season to come back and 2 for your actual team.
I'm excited for Thursday, then it'll sort of die down for Saturday and Friday, Saturday, then it'll pick up again on Sunday afternoon.
I don't know if I'm excited or dreading it. Because
Thursday of the season.
The season.
Is that because you're an Everton fan now and you're fully aware to the hope that kills you?
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's. I was saying to Mark on the way here that obviously with the baby now, I can't stay up till 6 o'clock in the morning and then go to work.
Trust me, mate, you can't, no. I tried that today, last night.
So I know that I'm going to have to suffer watching it on Gaming 40 a lot.
Yeah.
And I hate watching Gaming 40 because you miss loads.
If you were to do the night and sort of not commit to watch it, let's say it's Thursday night, right? You don't stay up for kickoff. Would you be all right waking up at, let's say, 2 o'clock in the morning for the night feed, turning the telly on, watching 20 minutes, going back to bed?
I'd hate it.
No, I'd end up sitting there watching it all night.
See, if it's a team like the Cowboys, I can do that.
No.
So now the Cowboys could be exciting this year, though.
Do you know what it is? I want to watch it all. And I want to watch every single minute of it live.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be able
I'll
to.
be honest, Friday morning, it's Gaming 40 for me when I got up with him.
I'm watching it on Thursday because I'm off on Friday.
Oh,
so
yeah?
I'm off on
You
Friday.
don't even stay for your own team. You're watching the Washington on Sunday.
6 o'clock kickoff.
So no, then.
So yeah.
I'll watch the first 2 hours and then get off.
No, watch it. You just slagging all the people off who watched Red Zone. I enjoyed Red Zone last
Oh,
week.
yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, you got to do
Yeah.
both though, and then you got to watch your team. Like, does it not annoy you when you miss your team? No.
But yeah, I
100%.
get that. But I enjoyed the Red Zone. I enjoy watching Red Zone as much as. No, that feeling.
You just don't get a clear idea of how the game's going.
Yeah, of course.
Because
how well he's played,
all you see, let's say, the Bears last year, all you see is Trubisky throwing a touchdown, and you've not seen.
I think
3
Rob made a
glaring
point last week when he
incompletions.
said, or it might have been you, he said watching NFL is really good for people's short attention spans. I think Red Zone is that times 10. Do you know what I mean? Because it is just highlights after highlights after half
You
highlights.
haven't got a short attention span.
Who?
You're the opposite.
No, I haven't got it.
A robot. You don't like watching it because you don't know all 106 players' names when you're watching. And it annoys you.
You don't know one though, which is even fucking worse.
He's got some cards now. He's like, that was a good play by
Who's number 87?
Dak Prescott, number 4.
I would probably call him Zach Prescott. Doesn't matter if I read it. So we had our predictions week last week in Far from Lombardi style.
Yeah.
Do you have any bets?
I did, but can I just make this clear before
Bets, did you?
we start? you said the bets were boring. You said I had to take them off one of the betting sites. So I picked what they were off betting sites. I didn't know it was make your own fucking bet.
Did I say you had to take off on the betting sites?
You said
I said you could look at the betting sites.
I'll be totally honest. I don't read anything that Rob's puts in that group.
until you're on the way here.
But I still managed to get mine sorted. So.
Yeah. Only because I had to go at you last week. What are you telling me off for? Because I'm trying to make it as good as I can be, Tony. Oh, all right then. Fucking hell.
Turns up, don't I? 3 weeks on the bounce. Not like these two. Shower of shit.
Fair enough.
I had 2 black eyes this time last week.
That wasn't because he shared you, though.
I'm not even
feel like
not
that
even-
was
not even going to make the joke.
another one.
Not even going to make the joke after that.
Up to 5 now.
Just letting it settle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Tom, did you have any? You didn't have any bets, did you?
No.
Do you want to have any? Do you want one now? Do you have an opportunity to make one now?
He's looking at me.
Or predictions, because I know you don't like getting sort of roped into bets.
Shut up, man.
I'm not feeling the Cowboys at all.
Oh.
For this game or the season?
Season.
What are we saying? Over and under.
I think the Cowboys. I mean, the problem that you've got, you can be a bad team and do okay in the NFC East at the minute.
Yeah.
I still think there's 7 wins.
That's where I'm heading. I think 7.5 is the over under.
I'll take the over all day.
Yeah, and I'll take the over as well.
Do you not think that too much of this is resting on Dak at the moment and his shoulder
This is it.
going into the season?
See what happens
Zeke
with Cam,
Elliott,
yeah.
Zeke Elliott off a bad year. Dak's coming back. We don't know what to expect from him.
See what happens with Cam.
I'll tell you what to expect. The Giants to be shit.
Yeah.
Washington to fall apart a few weeks with Fitzpatrick.
When you say fall apart, you mean
He'll throw 4 interceptions.
4 interceptions, 2
week,
touchdowns.
but then the week after, he'll throw 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. That is.
Yeah, and then
And
the
then-
week after, the same. You'll go 8-8 and not make
And then the Eagles are just a shit show, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Jets,
might,
I
that
think Jets
might
are going
be
to be
right.
shit as well, to be honest.
The way the last month's gone, it's just been. I mean, 2 top pass rushers gone, and that was the strength of the defense because they're starting 2 rookie linebackers. There's 2 years of NFL experience amongst the 4 starting cornerbacks. So all the Jets were relying on was having a good enough pass rush to get over the problems in the backfield, and you've just lost your 2 leading rushers.
The interior,
So,
the
just gonna get
defensive line
scored.
is the only strong point at the moment, isn't it?
Of the defensive line,
Yeah.
yeah, and Salah will do enough to make it better than it should be, but they're just going to get. I mean, looking at Sunday. I mean, I know we'll do the preview in a minute, but you're looking at the linebackers and the cornerbacks, and you think they're going to get run all over the show, and they're going to get
Who you
thrown all
playing
over the
first
show.
game?
Panthers.
Sam Darnold's back,
I
innit?
think you're lucky playing the Panthers because don't fancy
Sam
the Panthers.
Darnold
lads.
revenge game, mate. You messing? 250 yards.
I don't think Sam Darnold's got revenge in him. He doesn't like. I don't think he can find that in
fucking
him.
change your
I know,
tune.
yeah.
I want him to do well. I mean, my
Sunday.
dream scenario on Sunday is Jets win 42-35. Darnold throws all over the place.
There's
You're only saying that so you can sell your jersey for more than, aren't you?
not a chance.
I'm
Goes
not-
over 55 points.
I ain't saying it's going to happen. I'm saying that's my dream scenario. Darnold throws 5 touchdowns, has a great game, but Wilson's just a little bit better. And I'm sitting there with Darnold signed jersey behind me, Wilson jersey on, living the dream.
You know when you say no, Wilson, you could be concerned for the season. Now you know when it was. Yeah, he's going to be behind that solid defensive line, and then you hear stories coming out now that Mickey Becton's had a bit of a ropey
Offensive
off
line.
season. Yeah, so the offensive line.
Not bad.
And Mickey,
He's-
I think he gets that wrong every week.
I know.
Every single week. He
My-
says
my-
defensive
you-
line.
When you think of offensive lines, I do think they should be called defensive because the
they
defender
protect him.
quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah, just
It
the
annoys me that
Mickey
they're
Becton's had to see a ropey off season.
He's had bad practices and then good games. So I'm just hoping that he's just one of those players that turns up when he matters.
Let myself.
like right now.
Do you mean you were a crying come for 10 minutes leading up to this
Carry on.
start, and then you've
Still a crying
brightened
cunt.
up?
Fucking knacked. Right, what about you, Tony? Why are you so dreading it? Just because you're not going to watch the game?
Just because I'm not going to watch the games. Obviously, the Dolphins are going to do well.
6 o'clock Sundays though. Dolphins. You're not
Just-
getting
there's
prime
only-
time, are you?
just
It's
turn
not
it
worth
on.
watching.
There's only one late one, I think,
Right.
all season.
Oh, you sorted?
9 o'clock Patriots game opening.
You'd be done by 1 then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but Mark, it's no,
Yeah, I know.
it's no fun, is it?
It'll be no fun.
Tom will attest.
It'll be no
Currently.
fun when the missus wakes up to do the night feed and you're sat watching the telly and you don't even
why
look
can't
away
you
from
do
the
it?
telly.
Why couldn't you do
Like,
it? Tony?
1 minute. Matt Jones is 4th and 20.
Well, further back than that.
Sounds. Well, let's make some predictions player-wise then for this week before we get into the games. I feel like you got the awards, Mark. Tell us what the awards are. Let's discuss them.
Speaking of speaker, sorry. The awards obviously for this season are MVP. We've got
Patrick Mahomes.
Well, we knew you were going to say that anyway.
I said Patrick Mahomes as well.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Just do one at a time.
All right, sorry.
Hell.
Sorry, I thought you wanted me to run through them.
Aaron Rodgers. Just to wind you up.
How would Aaron Rodgers be MVP?
Why?
He was last year.
Yeah, but
So
that's
you know,
bullshit, wasn't it?
right? You know what you were saying in last week's episode about if things go down shit creek,
Yeah.
he could just down tools. I think that could happen, but I also think
You think I was right?
I think you could be right.
So you think I was right?
I think there's a situation where you might look back and say I was right there.
Yeah.
But I can also see Aaron Rodgers doing exactly what he did last year and think, you think you can do better than me, and then just doing exactly what he did last year.
Do you want to bet?
That's a straight up bet. That Patrick Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers.
I just meant Aaron Rodgers against last year. That he doesn't bet his stats from last year.
I'll tell you what. Let's have that. Let's have Mahomes versus Rodgers for MVP.
Wait, how much?
20 in the notes.
In the notes, go ahead.
Shit,
It's pushed off, obviously, if neither get it.
no,
Or he's going to
they
do
give
it.
it to me.
Neither get it. No,
I get the rest.
Bet, innit?
By the way, this is me actually putting it in the notes, unlike you two, just say in the notes and then just carry on.
To be fair,
Because my phone's on that.
and Rob wouldn't let me.
Okay.
And Rob doesn't let me go on my phone.
Who did you say for MVP?
Patrick Mahomes as well, because he's not soft.
Yeah.
Who did
Who
you
you
say?
saying?
Josh Allen.
Really?
Shit.
Josh Allen's going to have a difficult
They've-
second album.
I
No,
don't
he's
think.
not. They're gonna do
They've
well.
got to get to the Super Bowl for him to win that.
They're
I
gonna
don't
do
know.
well.
That I think he can still perform well.
I think Bills go far, but
I think
Josh
Bill-
Allen.
I think
Josh
Bill's
Allen's not going to
struggling
put up the stats that are going to win him MVP.
Still going to be on his shoulders.
Yeah, but the Chiefs are probably going to go 16-1, 15-2.
Stop
Maybe.
saying
They are
it.
though,
Why are you saying it?
because they are.
Because we are.
Tom, have you
We've got
got?
the best quarterback to ever play football.
Let's
against
just
a new
stop with the fucking Chiefs
defensive
talk. It's
line.
Chiefs light today. You know what I mean? You say
it?
It's
you
never
say,
Chiefs light.
You say
What's
Mahomes
that?
and we
No.
move on.
It's either Chiefs heavy or Chiefs double heavy. It's never Chiefs light.
Can I have
The
2
thing is
shots
though-
of tea from my
thing is
espresso,
though-
please?
He still hasn't bought a Patrick Mahomes jersey though.
I'm loyal. He's my boy.
Patrick Mahomes is your boy though,
He's
isn't he?
Mr. Legend. We've talked about jersey the case. Why would it go against our own podcast?
Because I want you to buy a Patrick Mahomes jersey and then he goes out injured for like 5 years and can never play
So
again.
you want me to curse him is what it is.
Tom, who you saying for Offensive Player of the Year?
Christian McCaffrey.
Rob.
That's a bit of a boring one, but
How?
what do you mean how?
How's he going to win Offensive
Tyreek
Player
Hill.
of the Year?
What do you mean? By being the best offensive player in the NFL?
But
No,
he
no,
plays for
wait.
the Panthers. Plays for the Panthers.
Yeah, and
Yeah, so everything's going to go through him.
No,
it's got to, hasn't it? I mean,
I don't agree.
Darnold's going to go one or two ways. And,
Yeah.
if it's the Sam Darnold we saw in New York, he's going to rely on Christian McCaffrey.
Arnold's going one way. It's the Christian McCaffrey. That's it. Yeah, mate.
DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson are going to be pissed off if it's all him, though. Especially Robbie Anderson, because they've got a good
So
relationship.
Rob, you what? Think Tyreek Hill going Chiefs?
Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, yeah.
Obviously. Fucking obviously.
So
Now, I've went Green Bay Packers. Not the man you think.
You've gone Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Even though AJ Dillon's going to start eating into his
Yeah, and even though
touches.
he's just
But he
been
won't
signed a
though.
new contract, so yeah. don't play
Devante
him so
Adams
much.
as well.
He
I'd have gone Adams over Jones.
Yeah, but everyone knows Adams is going to get the ball. So Aaron Jones is going to see well more of it.
I don't know. I think AJ
Everyone knows
Dillon,
Adams will
AJ
get the ball every
Dillon's going to be a
time.
bit.
Roger still doesn't differentiate.
But and you can't bin Aaron Jones off.
No, I'm not saying they're going to bin him off. I'm saying
He's
Dillon's going to
gone.
get some touches. He's a bowling ball.
Yeah, but Aaron Jones is also a very, very good running back.
He
And
is.
if the Packers win the Super Bowl, if you're quoting Rodgers MVP, that means Aaron Jones is going to have a good year.
Yeah. I just think, and I don't know whether it's just me but when you think of the Packers, you think Aaron Rodgers one of the best quarterbacks he's been. Devante Adams, best wide receiver in the NFL. And then Aaron Jones, because he's on such a good team, he's almost like an afterthought. You go, oh shit, they got Aaron Jones as well. Whereas if you put him on a team without that talent,
If you put
you'd be
Aaron,
talking about him every day.
if you put Aaron Jones on the Dolphins offense will be talked about as being brilliant.
I agree. That's the weakest part of your offense, apart from your left-handed quarterback.
We'll see.
it's a horrible dig there.
We'll see. When do we play? Week 2? Week 3? Week 4? I can't remember.
It's not week 4. We're in London.
Just keep on
week
saying a week, so you'll
Yeah.
finally get it.
I can't remember.
I think
Sounds like he's
I
throwing off shit.
think it's something like I think it's 9 and
is.
then 11
Yeah,
because
it
we've got
is.
a bye week, week
Yeah.
10, and we play Miami either side of the bye. So that's going to be a load of
double
fun.
header.
3 weeks of getting it in the neck off him. Great.
He's already resigned to losing both
I
them
know.
games there.
I know. I was hoping to be a bet come along, but he's like, nah. You snooke on Mark, who's yours then?
I've gone Alvin Kamara. I'm going to back him again.
Oh, fuck.
Same reason, Tom. I think that the offense goes to him. You just went fucking hill because he's just a Chiefs player. There's no logic behind it other than he wears fucking red. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think
He's going to lead the league in yards and
He's not. Your big slot receiver, Kelsey's just going to fucking take touches off
Oh,
him.
yeah, that's always happens, doesn't it? The two best pass catchers in the league.
Alvin Kamara is going to, the offense is going to go through him.
Jameis Winston's not handing the ball off.
I
see.
agree. James Winston isn't handling the ball.
Whether he does or not, it's still going to go through him.
Alvin Kamara's going deep now, is he? Yeah.
Every time. Because James Winston is.
Defensive player of the year, who you've got?
Chris Jones.
Fuck off, Rob. You talk utter shite, you know.
you knew this was coming. Like, why are you surprised?
A sensible option other than fucking Chris Jones.
I genuinely think it could be Chris Jones. He's moved to defensive end. He's been smashing pre-season.
Fuck off,
We've
Rob.
got that Jordan Reed there now. I'm telling you now. Chris Jones.
I bet you he's not. Anything.
Anything? Well, I'll give me that he is.
50 to 1.
I'll have a tenner on that, yeah.
That's a big fucking...
There's no way Chris Jones is going to be... There's just no
Yeah.
chance.
He had the most pressures on anyone pre-season.
Fuck off, Rob. Pre-season doesn't count.
He's got
How
the
many
fourth.
times?
Fourth most hits on a quarterback since he entered the league. And he plays defensive tackle, and now he's moving defensive end, defensive tackle all over the place.
I'm not worried.
Who do you think so?
Defensive player
Yeah.
of the year. Xavier Howard. Big X.
Right,
Same
1
budget.
minute. Hang on a minute.
It's not even going to be
Hang
there
on a
come week
minute.
8.
Right. You gave it slightly more than he did, but he was up in arms when you said Chris Jones, and then he comes out with Xavier Howard.
I think there's some logic behind Howard,
But-
though. As much as
Why
he's
is there
biased,
more logic to Howard than Jones?
because I think you think
He's never gonna have the season that he had last year.
No,
again.
but he's had that season. Chris Jones never had that season, and
Chris
I don't
Jones
think
is
he
the
will.
second best defensive tackle in the fucking
No,
league.
he's fucking not.
Says who?
Rob says you.
Says the stats.
No stats say it.
This is
Stats
when
don't lie.
This is going to be like his Jalen Ramsey stat, where he just goes, he had 700 sacks in 2019.
Stats don't lie, but because
Question
Rob
me.
just makes the stats up.
Stats don't lie, what Rob does.
Yeah. Who you think so?
Miles Garrett.
I've gonna say
I
Miles
think
Garrett.
the Browns are outsiders bet for the Super Bowl, and if they're going to get there, it's going to be on the pass rush.
Can I just say, Xavier Howard, can we just talk about this realistically?
No.
Jets, rookie quarterback.
Mhm.
Patriots, rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Play them twice.
Do you not think that'll be used as an excuse not to give it to him? Because I could say
Strength of schedule.
Miles Garrett's going up against Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson.
he's still going to make
Joe
interceptions
Burrow.
against other quarterbacks throughout the year. He picks Josh Allen off as well.
He's a great corner, but I just what was it? 11 interceptions last year.
10.
Don't forget, Miles Garrett
He'll be
sack
single
leaders both times when his seasons got interrupted. First season when he got the...
Yeah, well, that's why he won't win it, though, isn't it? Because he can't be on the pitch.
Well, no, I think he's going
The
to...
best ability is availability.
He's going to this season. I just think it's written in the stars.
Chris Jones, obviously. You fucking dickhead.
Talk some shit, you. What's next?
I like you being tired more often.
Offensive rookie of the year.
Trey Smith.
Who?
Trey Smith.
Offensive guard who had blood clots in Tennessee.
Who?
An offensive lineman for
Offensive-
the Chiefs.
Offensive guard.
Right guard for the Chiefs.
I thought we were doing defensive player.
Offensive player of the year. Offensive rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year. Trey Smith. He's got the story. He's going to be
Yes.
he's going to be protecting Patrick Mahomes. So when Mahomes breaks the records, it'll be like, oh, because no one touched him.
Tom, when was the last time an offensive lineman got rookie of the year?
Never.
Not a clue.
Well,
I'd say
you
less
know what we
than
say.
once.
You know what we say, Tony? It's due.
It is due.
Got to play the odds.
Playing the
Gotta come in
odds.
eventually.
Playing the odds, he is right.
Some point's got to come in.
Someone's got to win it eventually.
Do one of you want to come in with a sensible fucking suggestion?
I think it could be any of the rookie quarterbacks because one of them's going to go off.
Pick one, you fucking shit house.
Justin Fields.
There you go.
I said Mac Jones.
One who's not even starting.
I said Trey Lance.
Mac Jones, I said.
Mac Jones.
Because Patriots are the best
Is it
team.
silly hour or something?
No, the Patriots are the best team.
You
With
just
the
said
starting
a
quarterback.
fucking offensive
Jason.
lineman.
With a new rookie starting quarterback, the Patriots are the best team. So he's only got to win however many games, and Mac Jones will be talked about as being brilliant. Trevor Lawrence, unfortunately, is with a shit team. Mac Jones is going to win more games, so Mac Jones is going to be the better quarterback, even if Trevor Lawrence's stats are better. Wins mean effort, and Rob, you know that.
The two.
I'd love to say you were wrong, but I was gutted when Pats got rid of Cam because I thought they'll go with Newton for a little bit. You'll get 2 or 3 weeks out of him. Jones will come in, and it'll take him a little while to get going, and the Patriots might drop a few games along the way. But by going all in on Jones, and the thing is, at the minute, he just throws a 5-yard slant and Good Morning Football do a 20-minute segment on it.
And Mark's been watching that all week on repeat.
They have been bumming him to death.
Have they? Yeah.
All in all.
Who's yours?
Trey Lance. I think if he comes in, I think
that's what you two quarterbacks aren't even starting.
He's going to start by week 2 or 3.
It's all about the story, innit? Turning the season around.
Exactly. Trey Smith turned his life around. Blood clots, mate. Blood clots, and then Patrick Mahomes, Mr. NFL.
So I picked the most likely then.
I could probably see Mac Jones being the more likely.
I did think about Mac Jones. For me, it's him or Fields. I just think Fields is a more exciting player, and
I just don't
I
think
gave
Fields.
I gave a lot of stick to the Chicago Bears last season, and I feel like I've got some making up.
Making it back up with him.
I know what it is. It's because he's close to me, and so he could come in.
He only lives about 20 minutes down the road, so Tom's like at any point he could come in and watch.
And he knows I'm on tonight as well.
He does.
I just think he's waiting outside for when I.
Be funny, the door just burst. Stone cold.
Stone ball bats.
Mac Jones is walking in music with a suit on.
I just hate Mac Jones because of this narrative everyone's playing about. Oh, they replaced Tom Brady. Got the rookie, they're going to go off. Like, fuck off. Shite.
You just hate because it's not Chiefs talk.
That's not Mac Jones. That's just the
same as the Joe Burrow talk. It's like, you're going over the top.
You go over the top on Chiefs.
Hang on, you can't say that.
How can I go over the top on the best team in the NFL for the last 3 years?
You've just said an offensive lineman's going to win the fucking Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, because that's where Chiefs were weak.
You honestly can't see.
The Chiefs were weakest last year at offensive line. So when this year they got the strongest offensive line in the NFL, what's everyone going to look for? A little story. It's not going to be Joe Thuney. He's highly paid. It's not going to be. It might be Lucas Niang. He might win comeback player of the year. I don't know. But I'm saying Trey Smith, blood clots, fell to the 6th round. Everyone knows he should have been first round. Watch. Don't think he'll win comeback player of the year in the rookie season.
Please tell me, Mark, that they haven't got a rookie defensive player of the year that could possibly be.
But they've got the linebacker, and I can't remember what his name is.
Nick Bolton.
Yeah.
From
which he has actually probably put. So it's defensive rookie there. You've got Nick Bolton, haven't you?
Just fucking say it.
I haven't gone.
You have. Go on.
I haven't decided yet.
What do you mean you haven't decided?
You
just said to me.
What he's doing for comic effect, he's going to go towards 3.
Yeah.
And then he'll just say Nick Bolton anyway.
So I'm going to go Jamin Davis.
Because he's a comedian and thinks he's funny.
It's all about the layup.
I'm on
it's all about the layup.
Timing is everything. Tom understands.
I'm onto it, yeah.
You see me, he knows how I work.
Jamin Davis.
Yeah.
Don't he play for your football team?
He does, yeah.
Would Lyle just make knobhead shouts now?
That's actually more sensible.
I can't even make fucking Chris Jones.
Is he going to be able to stand out on that unit?
I think because he's got such a good defensive line in front of him, he is going to be able to do what he can. I think
he's not going to see the
ball.
People
getting there. People getting past him.
I think Micah Parsons is the favourite at the moment. I think Micah Parsons
is my pick, actually.
He's going to be getting pulled left, right and centre on that defence. He's going to be getting asked to do far too much.
Micah Parsons is the one.
Is it because he's good at Connect 4?
He's not. I watched that.
Well, he was better than Leighton Van Der Esch.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. I mean, I'll be honest, right? I've never lost a game of Connect 4. Oh. So... Watching amateurs, watching amateurs like that play Connect 4 piss me off.
Calling Parsons out for a game of Connect 4.
I'll have Micah Parsons a game of Connect 4 anytime you want, pal. I'll smash you. I'm undefeated, 56-0.
Just be careful. He will grip you.
Grip me into what? He's a linebacker. Fucking about $1.90 or something.
He's probably bigger than you.
He's not. No chance. 6'2", 300 pounds.
So have you gone, Tom?
I went for Quitty Pay, obviously.
Good shout that.
He's had a good pre-season, but apparently that doesn't count.
Well, it doesn't.
Chris Jones can't have a good pre-season with Quitty Pay.
Colts defensive line, DeForest Buckner, Quitty Pay coming in. Tom will tell you more about Quitty Pay.
Because you can't.
No, I know he's good.
Oh, yes.
I was
You
gonna-
think
I
he's
was gonna
good
go
because
Pitt.
his cards are probably £2.50 rather than £2.
No, I've got loads of autographs of him, so I want
Yeah,
him to be good.
exactly.
I've gone Joe Tryon, Tampa Bay.
He's come in.
Joe Tryon,
If you've
defensive
been
end.
watching the pre-season, that doesn't matter.
I thought he was going to go bottom end of the second, maybe third round, and then when the Bucks took him at the back end of the first, I thought might just be one of those 5th-year option picks. You know, where you pick a player that's clearly not a first-round pick, but you want him for the 5th-year option. I'm thinking about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that sort of player. But Tryon in pre-season has done really well.
Subtle.
Joe
Follow
Tryon.
me. Oh, Joe Tryon.
Who's yours, mate? Micah Parsons.
Yeah, Mick Parsons.
Even though you
the one
want,
who
even though you want to fight him.
But you want to have a fight? Game of Connect 4.
I didn't say that a fight. You said
Mud
you said
wrestling.
he'd grip me, and I just pointed out it wouldn't happen. I want him a game Connect 4 though. I'll smash him.
What board game would he beat you at?
Oh, there's not many. What?
Ludo.
No. Come on. What you need to know about me, Tom, is that any game
What about Cluedo?
I'll find a way to cheat.
I reckon at
I'm
Cluedo.
very good at finding a way to cheat.
I reckon at Cluedo, you're straight in with the guess. Full first round of goals, and you're straight in. Colonel Mustard in the library, Spanner.
I'm a guess heavy, like.
I can see that.
You're gonna get it right eventually.
I'm saying Micah Parsons beats you at Cluedo.
Fuck off. You haven't got a clue. I don't think there's a board game alive that anyone beats me on.
Fair. Do you mean you wouldn't beat anyone else fair? Because you do always
Oh,
find an
fuck,
angle.
Mark, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. 'Cause you're a fucking loser. Too busy looking at me going, oh, you're not playing fair. Fuck off, win. That's what I care about.
We need to book Robin for the airport run every single time before the
Because she's a
podcast.
cranky cunt.
And just not turn up.
It'll just be me, just right into the camera. I'll
Mr.
beat you at this.
Mr. M. Parsons requires
Give me-
an airport run at 2:30
Give
a.m.
me a game. Give me a game. And if I know how to play it, I'll tell you how to cheat.
Trivial Pursuit. You just read the cards before.
You just Google the answers.
You can't. No.
You can't- it's
You
too obvious.
can't be too bang on. You've got to be subtle, haven't you? So Trivia Pursuit.
What's
it's
bang on? You've already said you're going to fucking cheat anyway.
Yeah, but
So-
exactly. That's
Yeah, but
what. That's
people are
part of the mind.
expecting-
Right, okay.
Trivia Pursuit. What I tend to do is I'll put the hardest colour. I'll get that in when I get a question right. I'll accidentally put my hardest colours in. So when it comes back round, I'm doing all the easy ones and filling it up quick.
So you're going straight in with like the politics. Fill that
Straight in.
The arts
Straight in.
and
But, like,
literature.
no, but what I'll do, you can ask me a question about something I know, and then when I put the cheese in the thingy, won't be that. It'll be like politics.
Or
Did I
art and
put-
literature
Did I
or
put a
something
purple
like that.
down?
Exactly.
So he's got sports left.
Yeah. So I've always got I've always the ones that I know about. So come the last 3 cheeses, I'm just flying through.
What about Scrabble? How do you cheat at Scrabble?
That one's easy.
Yeah, you just make words up. Even I can do that.
Scrabble's easy because
He makes players' names
what
up.
you
so-
do. I already know it's cheated Scrabble because people who play Scrabble are like Mark. They're like
I've never played Scrabble.
probably on the spectrum. Probably like
You've never played Scrabble?
Never played Scrabble.
What do you mean you've never played Scrabble?
Just never interested in me playing it.
because he's thick.
Would you struggle playing it?
That just bores me.
That's a yeah.
Yeah.
That's a yeah.
Yeah. If I was playing Scrabble, I'm very good at knowing all the little shitty X and I's. Get them on simple letters and all that.
Yeah.
And get yourself 40 odd points.
That's not cheating though. That's just Belichick. Isn't
Yeah, but it's poor form, innit? That's like I don't always cheat. Sometimes I just win. So
He goes
if
into
I
he goes
can
into
just
the
win,
game.
if I can just win with poor form, I'll do that.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
Like with the bets, and I'm always very careful to make sure they're worded correctly.
Although you did fuck up a couple of times last week.
Did I?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Who knows the best? Who knows the best I'm cheating at?
Oh yeah, but
You want
everybody knows how to cheat. You know, you just slap
Ah,
a couple
no,
of knees,
too
don't you?
clever. I'm too clever at that.
He thinks he's too clever, but
Your best way-
he always gets found out
Your
when we
best
play
way
him.
to cheat, exactly on purpose. The best way to cheat that you know, right, is to do a dead obvious cheat. So like, oh, there's a 7 on a 9, it's a different colour and all that.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, oh, you fucking cunt. You go, oh, sorry. Next round, I'm not looking for you to cheat again. You don't think he's not going to try that shit again. And next round, you put 5 different cards down and no one's looking at you because you've cheated once. You're not going to have the audacity to try it again. Well, guess who does have the audacity? This guy. It's all about nerve, mate. Right, Mark, what's next?
Comeback player of the year.
This was like basically.
I have just changed mine last minute. By
It's
the way,
basically what you done on all your shithouse bets last week.
Yeah, it was the same
Comeback
bet
player of the
for,
year
yeah,
for
yeah.
every team that you
It's-
picked.
What's the first bet on Sky Bet for
Yeah,
that team?
what's the easiest
I'll do
pick?
that.
I'm not a degenerate like yous.
Comeback player of the year. I'm going.
Let's think. Is Mitchell
Kyle
Schwartz
Long.
Is Mitchell Schwartz coming back?
Who's the
Kyle Long.
I was going to say, who's the Canadian fella that
I've
took a
just
year
changed
off
mine.
to be a
Oh,
doctor?
yeah, sorry.
Duvet
Sorry,
side.
you're right. I missed my mistake. LDT. You got the story, Annie.
I was just about. I changed
Saving
mine.
lives in Canada.
Yeah.
Stopping
I'm saying that
sacks in
Americans are
Kansas
very
City.
xenophobic, so maybe they won't go for it because you're saving lives in Canada. Not
And also COVID as well. I'm not sure what it's like in Missouri, but you know,
Doesn't-
some of those red states.
doesn't exist.
Exactly.
It's going to be someone on the Chiefs, though, isn't it?
I just told you, I think it'll be LDT. I do think you have the story. The media will pick him.
I think it's probably fair, sensible one you've said all night.
Right. Fair enough.
I just don't see it. Carson Wentz for me. I said it last week,
Good
I
chance.
believe. So
Good chance. You saying, Mark, he's changed
If I were,
yours?
I changed mine to Duvernay Tardif, but I had Prescott before that, the obvious one.
shit house one.
Fucking shit house one.
He broke his fucking ankle in 2 places.
Yeah, but fucking 3 years ago.
Last year.
Yeah, you done it that fucking long ago that everyone's forgotten about it now.
He's got to be Bucky's favourite, hasn't he? Because they've had the
Oh,
hard
nice.
knocks
Yeah.
building
It's the
all up.
Cowboys,
to it.
isn't it?
Probably on All or Nothing or something shit as well.
I'll go Wentz as well because I like the Colts. I like him.
Do you know what's good about betting on the Colts? Rob hates the Colts for some reason.
Why do you hate the Colts?
Like, he just hates them. Every time I mention the Colts, he gets his fucking
I just
back up.
fucking hate them. I don't know why. Because they remind me of the kind of team that you'd support. If you hadn't picked out Washington and that random generator, I feel like you'd have been a Colt because they're fucking boring. They're always okay. Everyone goes on about them because Peyton Manning played for them for a little bit. It's like, oh, they replaced Peyton Manning with Andrew Luck. Yeah, what did he win? Nothing.
I was supposed to be a Colts fan.
He was supposed to be a Colts
Yeah.
fan.
You know, with this dynasty, Rob, you talk about with the Chiefs, you've won 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah, we
You
got
can't
to-
really throw that about.
got to 2 Super Bowls and 3 championship games.
Maybe you lost one.
Championship game is getting renamed to the Kansas City Bowl because that's where it is every year.
It's not.
You know, boring. I'm sick of being in championship games.
You're not going to be this year.
That's a bet.
No, it's
You're a
not.
fool.
That's a bet.
It's not.
He knows, yeah, that's right on a bet. Colts. But yeah, I just don't like the Colts. Everyone's got them teams. The Colts I don't like.
Is it because
and
like?
Baker Mayfield I
Is
don't
it
like.
because the Colts remind you of Everton?
Playing blue.
No. Because Colts remind me of someone like Spurs. Like everyone gets excited for them for the year. It's like, it's like same as Chargers. I don't like the Chargers because I don't like the way everyone goes, oh, they got a good roster, It's like after the year. So what have they done every year? They've had a good roster. Like, do something.
Don't turn up on special teams ever. Injuries. Bad coaching. Bad
Exactly.
quarterback play. One of those 4, innit?
Exactly. And that's what's going to happen. Well, the problem is, though, I like Carson Wentz. So it's a very difficult year for me this year.
I think you've got to put it to one side.
Just get on the Colts bandwagon. We can be like far from
Do
Lombardi.
you ever, right, no,
Far from Indianapolis.
you know what I feel like?
Called?
You know what I feel
What's
like?
that fucking podcast that Mark listens to all
And
the
you
time?
PFF.
and Rob. Because Rob only gets his fucking names from me.
PFF.
Oh,
No, I listen to PFF now.
what's it called?
Around the NFL.
league.
That fucking one, yeah.
Do you mean
not
other
far from
team?
Lombardi, that's ours.
No, I'll tell you what it's going to feel like watching Carson Wentz at the Colts. It's like, when you've got a favourite porn star, but then she's like in a genre and you're like, I'll save that one.
You know what?
In a certain
As
genre.
if you're
you
that
don't
picky,
like.
Rob.
You know what I mean? Like, you might have a favourite porn star and let's just say she's quite often in stepmom's getting stuck in washing machines, like them kind of videos. But you don't really enjoy stepmom getting stuck in washing machine videos. So you're
once you've seen
you're
one
always
of them,
like,
you've seen one
and then eventually you're like, well, I've watched the rest, so I'm just going to have to just enjoy this now. So I feel like with Carson Wentz, it's going to be like, for fuck's sake. And then eventually it's going to get to like week 8 and I'm going to be like, I'm just going to have to get behind him now.
It's a win-win, though, because if he's playing well, you can sort of feel good for him. And if he stinks the place out, you can say, well, at least Indianapolis are bad. You can't lose.
Yeah.
And I thought you liked that. I thought you liked winning on bad form. That's winning on bad form. Wanting the Colts to lose, but wanting him to play well.
A win-win.
No.
Or a no-lose.
You're not buying it.
I just can't bring myself to like the Colts. There must be a team you don't like.
Yeah, there's fucking loads.
I mean, Tom's at the Patriots, but that's...
Well, Tony's at the
There
Jags.
must be teams besides from the
I
Patriots.
hate the
No,
Jags.
it's not the Patriots organisation. It's British fans who support the Patriots. Whenever I see any British fan wearing anything New England, I immediately think, you're not an NFL fan. You've got that from JD. you don't watch the NFL. You still walk around in your Rob Gronkowski jersey thinking he still plays for the Patriots.
You're a glory hunting cunt.
You're nearly a United fan, though. And you've openly said that, which is the equivalent of a
No,
Pats fan.
it's not. It's not. I was nearly a United fan. Like my mum's side of the family are all red, and my dad was like, "It's not happening."
How's your dad's football?
To be fair, though, United weren't good when you were...
When I was
Around that
no,
age.
when I was at primary school,
Yeah,
Do you remember that sort of 90, that mid to late 90s?
I said we're great in the 90s.
No, not when he would have been like first getting into footy.
No. So it was early 90s. But then by the time I was in primary school, it was treble winning team, York and Cole, Beckham, Keys. Horrible.
Right, come on, Mark. What are we up to? What did we just do? Did anyone not give one in?
Comeback player, haven't we?
Coach.
Then it's coach of the year next.
Carson Wentz.
You said Carson Wentz. I said LDT. You said LDT. You said Carson Wentz. Next, coach of the year.
Coach of the year.
Sean McDermott.
Andy Reid.
Of course, you went.
That little pause and the little look into the distance.
I was just trying to think, can anyone top him? Like, is there a story that can top him? But people love Andy Reid, don't they? So people want to see him win a Super Bowl.
Who did you say?
I haven't said. I was going to say Kyle Shanahan.
Fucking boring.
How's it boring? They're going fucking Chiefs for every answer.
Because right, he's consistent.
I'm doing a bit.
Chiefs.
Mark, call him a fat little prick. Please.
I saved that for special occasions.
I'm going to have Kevin Stefanski because I think the Browns
It's
are
not
going
bad
to do
shout,
something.
Well, you're not allowed to say Browns because it interferes with Rob's fucking head. Because no other team can get any sort of love apart from the
In
Chiefs
the
and the
AFC,
AFC.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You can give them all the love you want. It's just not going to come from me, is it?
You fucking sigh every time someone praises an AFC team.
I said
You sigh every time I mention the
McDermott.
Chiefs. It's not my fault. I'm a bigger force of personality than you.
Oh, he's fucking making loads of racket now.
He's got a cob on now.
Well, if I can hear that, they can hear that.
Yeah. Any banging that
That's
you can hear, it's
apologise.
fucking Mark with his phone. So
We're not even sponsored by Coke. What are you doing? They've not given us any money either.
Yeah.
Other cola drinks.
So
aren't
what are we
available.
on to? Coach of the year? Yeah. I said Andy Reid, obviously. You said Stefanski.
Sean McDermott.
Sean McDermott.
Yeah, like that.
Because if the
Kyle
Bills
Shanahan.
make the championship game,
Oh, Kyle Shanahan.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Fair enough.
Because whoever's getting to the championship game, be it the Bills, be it the Browns, it's these men that they're going to be playing.
Yeah.
And it's these men that they're going to beat.
well,
And then you got
No,
coach of the year.
Chance
No,
to be a
but-
fine thing.
So you played the Browns first game, Rob?
Yeah.
there you go. There's the first win of the season.
We're going 17 0. We'll beat
16-0.
the Browns. Shite.
Is that,
Baker
is
Mayfield.
that
You're not
Arrowhead
going to
or-
do anything with Baker Mayfield.
Is that Arrowhead or the Browns?
Arrowhead. At Gia Field or Harrowhead or something like that. It's called now.
Is it sponsored?
Yeah.
The field is, but not the
The
stadium.
field sponsored, but the stadium's not. Which I love all that bit of shithousery, you know what I mean? I'm right behind that. Right. So, what we've done next is we've got our own awards. Well, I have.
So have
I
I.
don't know what the rest of these have done. But my first award is obviously because Tom tends to think I'm a terrible human being, which I'd question.
The jury's out there.
Yeah, I'd question. I think it's a bit harsh myself. I'm saying, cunt of the year cunt of the year award, Bill Belichick, because at some point in the season, I think he even done it last year and it was questionable. He's going to play a player who's positive for COVID and it's not going to come out till after the game. And they're going to pretend they don't know.
To what end? Like, what's his end goal?
Do you mean he's
Then go to leave a
asymptomatic?
player on the pitch.
Do you mean he's asymptomatic?
Oh, he's going to be asymptomatic, magically not have the test.
Yeah.
Play the game on a Sunday.
Right. So
come and
not because he just wants him to play.
test on
I
a
thought
Monday.
you were thinking. You know,
Oh, yeah, 'cause- no,
fourth
no.
quarter, down by
he'll play.
14.
No, there's not going to be. No, he's going to start. And Bill Belichick's going to know the whole time, but we'll never know Bill Belichick.
What's
I think
the
it's more.
point?
I think it's more Belichickian.
Because he
to
wants,
throw him in.
say if it's Mac Jones, he doesn't want Mac Jones to miss out on the game.
We haven't
So
got a quarterback now.
he keeps in any symptomatic positive test.
Well, that's what I mean.
quiet.
That's what I was trying. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
What's the
That,
point?
you underestimate Belichick there. That's like surface level shithousery. Belichick waits till he's about to lose the game, and in he comes.
So got to get the game forfeited.
Try and get the game.
Yeah, but they've already said though, if you
It's not gonna find out till
if you have to
afterwards,
throw a game, if a game has to be cancelled because of COVID,
Yeah.
it's the team whose fault it was who gets the game forward, and
What
the
happens?
team gets
What
the
happens
points.
if players on both teams have tested positive?
So you're trying to say Belichick's going to infect the other team?
Don't want to put that past them.
I like it.
We're talking about Bill Belichick here.
Anyway,
He's
there's
always got something.
here's my cunt of the year. You want to use that one?
I've got an award. I don't know what
No,
it is because Mark
you
made
got to
it
name
up.
someone for my award as well.
Oh, I was going to say I don't know my award because Mark's made it up.
I can barely think of one for myself. But go on.
Who's your cunt
He
gone?
named his award after you, and you took it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
You can't name an award after me and
I
then
know.
expect me not to rob it.
Make an award.
Everyone
Everyone do an award.
Tony's
I'll do
award.
Tony's
Tony's
Cole
award.
Beasley, just because he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just he is one, isn't he?
Cut my cunt of the year. Obviously, Rob Thomas. Obviously.
On this pod, every Tuesday night.
Because he is literally going
After an airport
to
run.
contradict himself throughout the whole season and change his
I've
opinion.
always
on
liked the
everything.
Colts. I've always liked the Colts.
Carson
team.
Wentz, I fucking hate Carson Wentz. That's what he's going to say.
Oh, lovely jerseys to call.
Mine's Kirk Cousins.
Oh, I like that.
I hate
Little
the
plexiglass.
I hate
prick.
the God fearing fucking.
Have you seen his dad?
He's
You've
just,
seen
he's a
what
pastor.
his dad does.
He's a pastor.
Well, past
His
that.
dad's one of these like Christian conservatives up on
Yeah.
the stage. You know, give me money.
That comment where he said, "I'll play through a perspex ball," pissed me off so much.
How'd you sack him?
But Mike Zimmer's putting pressure on him because Mike Zimmer's saying he doesn't want any players going off because of COVID. He wants the players fully vaxxed. He's seen
If a player gets positive, tested positive, do you have to pay them?
Probably not.
Don't know.
That'd be fucking.
There's no
It
way.
depends if they negotiated a contract this summer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Surely.
The NFL, the way the NFL is, no, they're not paying no one, are they?
Oh, so. I'd be a prick. I'd be like trying to cock.
Yeah, so you basically fuck over your best player when they're being a cunt, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because he's
No,
a
not
cunt.
pay them.
He's not the best player, though, is he?
No, you know what I mean? No, whoever was earning the most money in your team, if they started being a bit fucking lard
Texans
in the
could do it with
dressing room.
Deshaun.
Yeah.
Not given COVID. Fair enough. Who's your cunt of the year? Oh, you said Kirk Cousins, didn't
Yeah.
you? Nice. Who else got an award then? Tom, you had one?
I've got the boring bastards,
Oh, was that
and
a
it's a
team or player
person or a team.
I've got a team for that one.
So I've gone for two teams, one from the AFC and one from the NFC. And I was thinking that if it's a Sunday, let's say it's the 9 o'clock game, whatever it is, finish watching the Jets, turn over, put Sky back on. And if this team's on, I'm turning the telly off and going to bed. In the AFC, it's the Raiders. It's not. I mean, they're not even bad, so you're going to see loads of points. And in the NFC, it's the Giants. I have no interest in watching either of those teams this season.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
What is there to be excited about those two teams?
Mine would be the Eagles, because I don't think there's anything to be excited about them either.
You know, they've got.
Listen, when Gardner Minshew comes in.
They've got, but that's it. They've got a quarterback
Minshew mania.
competition. They've got a quarterback competition. They've got Devontae Smith.
They
There are
haven't.
things to watch.
They haven't got a quarterback competition. They've got
Jalen
two.
Hurts, if Jalen
they've
Hurts
got
stinks
two-
the place out,
They've got two quarterbacks that should be backups. That's not a quarterback competition.
well, it is. It's just not a very good one.
I agree with you both with the Eagles and Giants for the NFC, but mine for the AFC. You're gonna disagree with me. It's gonna be the Broncos, not because I think they've got all the weapons on offense, and then they go and put Teddy Bridgewater under centre. You used to bum him and use.
Are you mad?
It's just Teddy Bridgewater.
Don't
Is,
bum him. He's just play. He's
it's
just.
just going to be.
Teddy,
So,
Teddy
I tell you what,
It's got the
Bridgewater's in
potential
the
to be
best
such a good offense.
in
If
the
you
best
were to-
situation that he's ever been in.
But it's not going to be.
If you
That's
if you were
because
to
of
say Teddy Bridgewater for the award, I'd agree. But if you say the Broncos with
Well,
Bridgewater as quarterback,
maybe it's
probably
such
not.
it's murky there, but I just think they had the chance to go with the higher floor, higher ceiling quarterback with Drew Lock, and they took the easy, safe, boring
Yeah,
option.
but you've seen,
and I
like,
think the offense will reflect that.
San Francisco got to a Super Bowl with Jimmy G, and he wasn't
But
playing.
they had
he
Kyle
wasn't
Shanahan, and I think that's the difference.
But I guess the point I'm trying to make is you don't need a certain Patrick Mahomes to get to the postseason. It always helps. It always helps.
Does help.
Because when you've not got an offensive line, you can still get yourself to a Super Bowl. But when it comes to the Broncos, you've got everything around him.
I think Teddy Bridgewater dilutes that though.
No.
Oh, he just
Not
left
a
them
chance.
flourish.
Like, Bridgewater's going to be there, safe. You know, he's going to basically throw the ball
Yeah,
to
but
their
that
wide
offense
receivers
doesn't
and
want
let
safe.
them,
That offense
let them
wants.
do what they want. Javonte Williams coming in, he's going to have a decent rookie year.
We assume so. I mean,
No, he is. He's going it's going to happen. And then they've got 3 decent wide receivers. They
they've
are
got
stacked.
Cortland
They've
Sutton
got
coming back
tight
from a
end.
big injury. They've got Noah Fant coming back from a big injury. So
They've got
big ifs.
They've got a good offense that you can go. Basically, let's get the ball in their
I
hands.
believe
and let's
that
go
defense
after
as
it.
well.
If the Broncos are on Sky, I'm watching them.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I'm not watching them on Sky. I'll just put
Game
Game.
was on. Who am I going? It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Starving you.
Right, it's been great. See you next week. Rob's off for a Mackey's.
I'm going Mark. I don't think he's going to do one exciting thing this season on the podcast.
He's some consistent, unlike you.
There's one thing that makes you go, oh, fucking hell. Oh.
Just
No,
like
Mark,
Just like Kirk Cousins.
let's clip that.
Surprised by that.
Mark's had a few shouts in the last few months. I think.
Has he?
Can't remember any of them now.
Exactly.
But you remember thinking,
Yeah.
that's a shout.
Yeah, that's a shout from Mark.
difference between me and you, Robert, is you just throw enough shite out and some of it sticks. And then we just remember that stuff.
Everyone remembers the victories, Mark. No
you
one
just
remembers
don't
the losses.
remember the shit that's on the floor. That just doesn't
No one remembers the losses, Mark. Who won the Super Bowl? Who was second in the Super Bowl 5 years ago? Who lost the Super Bowl? Exactly.
Chiefs.
Fucking idiot. 5 years ago. Right, go on. What's your two?
So mine for Tony was tomorrow's problems are exactly that, the tomorrow's problems. So basically, which teams do we think are on the brink or are on the brink at a downward curve? So in like say the Saints always push their problems to tomorrow, basically, don't they, with the crap. So the equivalent of, do we think of teams who's about on the precipice of going on a downturn or a player or something, do you know what I mean?
I just had the team and I forgot them now. Wasn't the Saints who
I think.
Does it have to be a team?
Team, player, anything NFL related.
Zeke Elliott.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, he's going to.
There's a lot of things that are stacking up against him. I mean, with the guard, all right, he's only going out for one game, but little things like that are not going to help him. Often his favourite right guard.
Mine's going to be the Packers because they're just this all Aaron Rodgers thing. They push back.
But do you not think they're the equivalent? You just call me a boring cunt. Do you not think the Packers are just that? They're never anything other than just an 8, 9, 10 win team. They never fluctuate.
Sure, they've been 13-3 the last.
No, but you get what I'm saying. But they never fluctuate.
Oh, it's mad. They're 8, 9, 10 team except when you go 13.
Sorry, yeah, right, fair enough. But you never think they just don't fluctuate.
Fluctuate from what? Like when you've seen the last time they fluctuated?
They did get the championship, go back, and then they never win.
Good, not great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Always good.
Sorry, you've
Yeah,
probably
and that's why they pushed it off because like they haven't replaced. I haven't never give anyone to support the Devontae Adams, another wide receiver. They brought AJ Dillon in, don't give him the ball. They've got no offensive line now after the player's gone down injured. Adam Rodgers.
Which player went down injured, Rob?
David Bakhtiari.
Hey,
And the centre.
All right, that.
yeah.
There's an eye in there somewhere, but not far off.
Bakhtiari. Yeah, and then the centre Corey Lindsay.
He was close enough. Like, to be fair, that's like probably
That's good for him.
Probably one of the best name pronunciations you've ever had.
Cheers, mate.
You're welcome. I'd go with John Gruden.
Yeah, and he's going nowhere as well.
Yeah,
so that's a good shout.
Should be the Raiders for giving him that 10-year contract.
Do you think Mike Mayock's going to be the patsy in that?
Going to be the patsy?
Yeah, he's going to take the fall.
I don't know. I honestly don't know because I don't know.
Surely get rid of both of them at the same time.
The whole
50. He's on 50 million left.
Yeah, but
that's what it's going to cost to get rid of him.
And the Raiders are skint.
But the Eagles wrote 50 million off on Carson Wentz, so you can't.
It's different though, isn't it? With
you've got to actually,
contract.
Actually pay it there and then. Yeah.
He's going nowhere, and they're not going to. They're not going to be terrible anytime soon.
No, but I mean,
this is 5 years into.
Terrible? 8 and 8.
I'm a Jets fan, so 2 wins.
Do you know what the thing is though? The Raiders had the opportunity to go fully all in and go fucking let's have it in Las Vegas, and it's all gone to shit.
Do you know? I tell you what though, the Dolphins got to be careful.
Oh, fuck
no,
off.
I'm going to say just hear me out. Hear me out.
So where's that come from?
No, because just hear me out. So where the Raiders are fucked up is they've had all these picks from the Khalil Mack trade, and they ballooned them. They never hit on one. Also, the one that they did hit was not the one that they traded up for, which was Max Crosby. The defensive end that the
Cleveland
Farrell didn't hit off.
Right, so now we're linking to the Dolphins.
Josh Jacobs seems to be going off on a fucking what's all. Dolphins have got to make sure all this draft capital that they've acquired, they've got to make sure it hits.
I'll also point out the Dolphins have still got draft capital.
Yeah, but they've got to can't balloon it.
So that they know we can move out of this scenario, whereas the Raiders can't.
So with the tackle last year that you took the second round, your first round pick last year.
We took Austin Jackson.
That's what I'm saying.
He hasn't been great.
Yeah, so stuff like that, the more them type of picks stack up, then where they don't hit it off, the more the scrutiny is going to be on the Dolphins franchise for not hitting it off.
It will do after time. Like the first couple of years of this rebuild for the Dolphins, I mean, everyone expected them to stink the place out, and then they didn't. So everyone went, right, fair play to the Dolphins. They're not as terrible as you think. And then last year, defense took a step up, and it sort of masked over some of the problems on offense. At some point, people are going to start wanting to see
results.
A double win team.
Fair enough. Oh, pardon me. Is your boredom?
Are we keeping you up?
Yeah, you are.
That was a good way to cap the boring bastard. You yawning.
It was, but I don't think Mark's picked one, has he?
I have just said the Broncos. We just argue about it for 5 minutes.
Sorry. Pay attention to the things he says.
When you go for your Mackies, you need to get a coffee as well.
I'm getting 20 chicken nuggets because
I made up none of us are sharing a car with Rob on the way home. Because he is going to die.
Right, anyone not got a... Oh, yeah, you two need an award.
I've done mine.
So
you need
fans.
an
Oh, yeah,
award.
I've just done it.
Mine was,
my head's gone. My head's actually
Basically,
gone.
Mark made my award up for me, so Mark's going to make
Mine
one for
was the
himself
Rob
now.
Thomas Cranky Cunt Award. Crying Cunt Award, rather.
Crying.
So, have we got someone who's whinged all off-season?
Adam Rodgers.
And I think we're all going to probably say Adam.
Hasn't though, has
Yeah, because look at the thing we talked about before the draft.
They make the quarterback without telling me. Oh, shut up.
That was last year.
He's done it all this season.
He hasn't said a word.
Yes.
When?
By not saying something.
By
he said.
releasing stuff.
It's what he's not said that matters.
Yeah.
Xavier Howard did some moaning.
He did, and he got paid, so he was right.
Did he get paid though?
Well, he rejected his
Little bit more
Because then he was
guaranteed money.
talking about potential for a trade at some point.
There's not much in it. He basically wanted to get paid because Byron Jones will get paid more than him, and he's clearly the better corner.
Understand that.
You know,
Fine,
it'd be like coming on this podcast and Tom turning around and going, "Why is Mark getting paid more than me?" And then Tom going, "Rob, fucking sort it out."
Well, me and Tom just come on and realised they got cars last week, so we realised
Yeah.
people being paid more than us.
I just want my petrol money.
50p a mile.
I'll buy you a lucky car.
Mine would probably be Joe Judge,
Joe Judge.
because he's crying about his team not doing this and not doing that, and you heard about the way he treated his team in the off season, and
Giants head coach.
yeah, so he was. Apparently, Jeremy when they had the fight a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
And he said it turned him on.
and then he had them fucking doing like the high school stuff they do with kids. When you fucking run them around the field, and the only voice apparently you heard was him and his whistle, and he was crying and he was this and that. Don't treat the team like a fucking gang kids. We're in the modern FNL, we're the adults.
In the modern what?
NFL, we're the adults. Do you know what I mean?
I thought he said FNL.
NFL,
He did say FNL.
probably.
I don't like
Do you know
Joe
what
Judge. I don't know whether he's been crying or not.
I just think
Maybe with the players he does. I just don't like him.
Yeah, maybe that's
he's not
clouding
gonna,
it.
he's not going to be head coach for long because they're not going to be good again.
Yeah, they're too shit. Who's the one that you fancy to go 1 and out?
Dan Campbell, Lions.
No chance.
I just can't see that.
They're too
They're
shit.
set up
They're
to
too
be
shit
shit.
to have him go
Yeah.
1 and out.
They're set up that they know they're only going to win 2 games.
Sound?
I don't know. I don't know.
Should we preview some football matches?
Yeah, go on.
I'll get them up on the screen behind me.
Oh, fantastic. Well, then, Rob.
Look at that, Sky. What happened to our William Hill partnership? Have we just fired him off?
Yeah, you fucked it off.
Yeah, well, none of us wrote on the website, so no one was visiting it probably.
It's your fault.
Because you were too busy writing shit for NFL college.
Log in, Rob. Let's see how much
Oh,
you
you
spent.
got odds on college football there.
Hey,
Can you have a look?
No,
how much have you spent, Rob?
too much. Right, let's go. Accumulators. Let's get it all. Just all matches by today.
Good content, this, innit?
Right.
Very good, yeah.
Well, you 3 could carry on talking. You fucking rely on me for everything, you gang of knobs.
Oh, fuck off.
Fucking sick of wiping your eye. I had to open them 2 cans of Coke for you.
It's out with them fucking fat fingers.
Close, innit? Closer, fucking fat prick.
Have you noticed,
It
have you
wasn't
noticed
far off.
the way he hasn't got one?
Yeah.
Thinks it's
Would you
Coke
not-
Zero.
Would you not have 0?
Yeah, love Zero.
Fuck off. The size of him. He's never had 0 in his life.
You're one cheeky prick. Anyone who's listened to this podcast for the last 2 years know all you do is sit there
Drinking a
drinking
Dr.
full
Pepper.
fat Dr. Pepper out of a fucking bottle, 2 litre bottle.
You see, that's what I'm gonna miss because there was episodes where he'd just be granting the takeaway, right?
that was pizza on the way home. But
No one listening to it would know, but we'd just be sat there with him on mute with a slice of pizza,
in the dark.
and then he'd come back off mute like, Rob, you're a
off.
prick.
Someone say something about his Dolphins. Fuck off. Right, Tampa Bay against Cowboys. How do you think it's going to go?
Tampa all day.
Tampa.
Bucks, yeah.
Gonna analyse it a little bit now. Just fucking Tampa.
I think the offense can maybe keep up with them if everything goes right for the Cowboys, but their defense can't at all.
Yeah, I think Dak's going to have a torrid time,
They
unfortunately.
brought everybody back. They're a Super Bowl winning team that's brought everybody back, and you're coming up against Dak, who's coming off an injury.
Did Fournette come back in the end?
Yeah.
Did he?
Playoff Lenny. Of course he did.
He's got to be benched all season until playoffs.
Yeah, that's all he needs to do. Right, don't forget, you can pick a team for our accumulator. Or you can pick an over and under, but I can't be asked getting that up. Yeah.
There's no value there at 4-1 on.
1-4, yeah, it's useless. Falcons, Eagles, 2 teams
shit
that we just
teams.
don't know what's going on with them.
I don't think the Falcons would be as bad.
Are you saying this on the way here?
Yeah.
I think the Falcons are going to be good.
No, I don't think good. I just don't think they'll be as bad as
Because he
what.
bums Calvin Ridley.
I think
does
Calvin Ridley's
bum
quality.
Calvin Ridley had one
He's got the
fancy
quarterback.
decent year.
He hasn't, he's had
You
one, two, or three.
really, you really do bump Calvin.
Not even a wide receiver one.
It's at Falcons. It's in Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Falcons.
And it's not bad value actually. I mean, I know it's odds on, but the Eagles on the road with obviously Hurts. This is the first real look we're going to get at him as a starter. So
There's just nothing in the Eagles that makes you think, oh, they're exciting. They're going to win.
And I
if
think
if he starts dialing up to
If you're
Devonta
watching,
Smith,
if you're watching, right, you're watching Kyle Pitts in this game. That's you.
You're tuning in for
You're
Kyle
only
Pitts, yeah.
watching. You're only watching for Kyle Pitts.
Can you ever remember the season where the Heisman Trophy winning player, the team he's gone to, just getting no attention, and he's had no real sort of
because he's a wide
hype
receiver.
has he this season? Do you know what I mean?
Because he's a wide receiver.
Yeah,
And
but Kyle Pitts wasn't even the fucking Heisman Trophy winning. Look at the hype he's had this season.
Also,
Because he plays on
Devonta
he
Smith
plays
is
in a
like
position where it doesn't
the
normally.
third wide receiver. Their best wide receiver in the draft. Maybe not even that.
Right. Buffalo Bills v Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think it'll be tight. That it'll be a score in it.
Bills all day.
I'm going Bills as well.
What's the over under?
Oh, fuck, that's awkward to do that.
Is it?
One selfish prick.
give me the Steelers and the handicap, please.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Steelers 6.5.
I'd take the Steelers on that.
On Steelers 6.5.
Yeah.
You having that for that bet?
Yeah, stick with
I
that.
would have took that.
Well, you
Go on.
didn't. So
So we doing a bet, and he's betting on the Steelers. So we've lost.
Steelers
already.
plus 6.5 against the Bills. Yeah.
So we've lost.
Steelers defense.
Well, you back the Jets then. If we've lost the bet, you may as well.
Don't do that.
Not going to do that.
Panthers v Jets.
It's only going
Panthers all day. For me.
all day.
Yeah, Panthers all day.
I'd
Sam Darnold, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
I'd even have a look at the at the spread and back Carolina with the spread.
Let's see what the spread is. 5.5.
It's a bit stingy, that. They're at home as well. So
Mhm.
essentially what they're saying is 2.5 points.
Yeah.
And the Jets outright there are 2-1. Who's come up with them odds?
Sky
I
bet.
bet.
Sort it out.
Does say, oh, it doesn't say.
No, who at Sky Bet?
Oh, I
You
don't
need,
know, mate.
you need sacking.
I'll ask them.
Have a word.
Bengals v Vikings.
Two shite teams.
Some shite games this week, innit?
Yeah. Vikings just because of Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
Mm. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals won, though. It wouldn't be like a shock result if the Bengals was to win. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them games where you go, well, yeah, wouldn't really.
Just don't know what the Vikings
You
will
just-
be this year, do you?
To be fair, you just bet on that game on Dalvin Cook to go over.
Yeah.
Whatever. What's the rushing yards on Dalvin Cook there for the game, Rob?
You just don't want to do
I've never known
lazy cunts.
someone so unhappy to do like their job.
Not saying, Tony. It's not saying.
This is your segment.
Imagine him anywhere on the left, please, mate. Oh, for fuck's sake.
When he's on his airport run. What terminal is it?
No.
Terminal 2.
It's easy to go Terminal 1.
Can we
Can I not just drop you off
I do
at the
fucking,
short stay?
I do fucking hate Terminal 2.
Can we stop at a cash machine on the way, please?
Do you know what? I did that coming out of town years ago, and I was in a bad way.
Yeah.
And this taxi driver went, get out.
You
And he
meant
was-
it after cash.
And he was a
a
scary scouser as well. He just went, get out.
Gotta respect him. Lions v 49ers. 49ers
49ers
all
all
day.
day.
That's my team. That's my pick. See what
Who's
the
starting,
is.
though?
What do you mean? Who's starting?
Like
Jimmy G.
You haven't
Yeah.
named it? Has he?
if it's Jimmy G, then I'm happy. But if
Jimmy
it's
G,
Trey
and
Lance-
they're gonna bring Trey Lance in for like special teams and all that. Trey Lance, the new thing, Taysom Hill, innit?
Oh, no. Don't
Texans, Jags, 1 and 2 is this?
Jags.
Jags.
Can't not be, can he? Texans are fucking dire.
To be fair, it's good odds that for the Jags as well. It's pretty much even money.
I'll take the Seahawks over the Colts.
Sam, we're talking Texans, Jags like sport.
There's nothing to talk about. Texans Jags is the
Fucking
most
hell.
boring fucking fixture in the game. It's about as boring as your
Trevor
beige
Lawrence.
shirt.
This is the best rookie quarterback in terms of skill set
That's
in
ever
years.
come out of college.
Yeah, but the whole team, the whole Jags, it's just...
Urban Meyer, what's he going to do in the NFL?
Not a lot.
Titans, Cardinals. Anyone want to talk about the Seahawks, Colts?
I think
uh,
that
Why are
I
you
think
going
Mark's been a
Seahawks?
bit quick to go Seahawks.
Yeah, why Seahawks?
I
Colts, I
just
don't know.
fancied them.
You just saw the name.
No, just fancied them.
That'll probably be
Like when he picks a
The-
horse, the races. It's like the colours.
that'll probably be the
I'm gonna
best
go
and the
for
worst
Marky Mark.
game.
Yeah.
Seahawks Colts.
What do you mean?
As in, like, it'll be the best game out of the whole week, but also the worst for what actually happens in the game.
So we're going to see like 5 fumbles,
Just shite game.
safeties, the lot.
Just
Shy
game.
football play. Titans v Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Really?
Yeah.
In Tennessee. Nah,
2 teams, you
Tennessee.
just don't know what they're going to be. I think
Tennessee.
right here.
Cardinals are another team that don't excite me. I know how much talent they've got, but again,
It's just one of
They're
them
an
teams where you're
afterthought for
like,
me.
yeah, they're one of them teams like, could be great, but
they're never going to be.
I don't trust
And I
them to
don't
be.
know why.
Do you know what I don't understand with the Cardinals is how for a team that like to run the ball so sort of off play with Murray, how they don't play with any tight ends to at least block a little bit. Do you know what I mean? They don't even play with any tight ends. They play with no tight end sets.
That's
And just play with 4
Kingsbury's offense,
receivers and
innit?
hope to do the best.
Fuck the tight ends, that's what Kingsbury says. Washington Chargers.
Washington's all day for me.
Yeah, Washington.
I don't know.
Only because of the
I'm
way
taking the over.
Bucky's are making it an even game, and I'm
way-
taking an even game as well.
the way Herbert played against good defenses last year.
Yeah.
Washington for me.
I'd take the points because I think
it'll be close.
Herbert's capable, even against a defense like this, throwing 250, 300 yards, and then you can never write Washington off putting points on the board from the defense as well. So I'd be looking at the over.
Chiefs v Browns.
Browns.
I'll go Chiefs, Rob.
Whatever, just mongs, aren't they? Patriots v Dolphins.
Dolphins all day.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins.
All day, every
Didn't you
day.
say running the ball is you'd be scared if they run the ball? all game?
I didn't want them to keep. I wanted Mac Jones to start this game because if Cam Newton started, we would lose.
Do you not think they're still going to say the same game plan? Just
No,
because
because
it's a running back. No,
because
instead.
Different
with
quarterback,
Cam,
isn't it?
you could hand the ball off and then Cam could run. With Mac Jones, they're handing the ball off or he's throwing.
It's a Salanto hand, isn't it? Saints v Packers.
This is the
I've
game.
got a funny one. The
This,
Saints might do this.
this is the game that's been moved to Jacksonville, isn't it?
Yeah.
Saints.
Oh, Giants v Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Even though Mark hates the Broncos.
And that's just the boring to me.
Still haven't picked you up.
Don't really excite me.
Rams v Bears.
Rams.
There you go.
Yeah.
Rams.
You want the Rams on your bet?
Sorry, Ian.
Raiders v Ravens.
Raiders.
Ravens.
Taking the Raiders.
Just because the Ravens haven't
Can I
got a
change
running
mine
back.
to Ravens, Rob?
Yeah.
From Seahawks to Ravens.
Ravens haven't got a running back.
The work he makes me do, man. Which was your Seahawks?
What's the
Seahawks.
thoughts?
You taking the Seahawks out? Are you?
Yeah.
Take the Seahawks out and swap them to the Ravens. So 3.83 to 1.
He's just ignored you. So you're talking about how the Raiders are going to do him, and he sticks the Ravens on.
You asked for the Ravens?
No,
I
I'm
asked
saying
for the Rams.
Tony's saying that the Raiders are going to do him,
The Raiders aren't.
and the
going
whole
to
time we're
Ravens.
having this conversation about how
Mark's putting bets
Mark's
on
putting
the
the bet on.
Ravens.
Yeah.
I just don't see. I don't see the Ravens winning that game.
You said they haven't got a running back. They've got Lamar Jackson. He just doubles up as a running back.
Can I just point out the odds there, particularly from U3, smell. 3 to 1 on from the 49ers.
Yeah.
2 to 7 for the Rams.
But
We like money, don't we? We like money.
Right.
also, Mark's fucked the bet as well as you.
Steelers are keeping within a score against the Bills.
Me and Rob are just picking safe bets so that when we come to next week and we go, well, we're a 1-1 and
Told you
use
so,
it,
yeah.
use it 0-1.
Steelers are keeping it within a score.
Why is it? I do that. I get called boring. You do that. It's called safe.
Because we know that you've
Fucking
already cost a
hypocrisy in
bet.
it is fucking disgusting. Between you two.
The way we deliver it.
You've cost a bet. You've cost a bet. Me and Rob want to look good.
Well, then put a double on. You two have a
I'm not
separate
putting
double.
fucking 20 quid on that shit odds. To get £23.50 back, no thanks.
Right, is there anything else you want to talk about before we go?
Are you back next week, Tom?
You paying me petrol money?
Yes,
I'll give you
Antonio,
50, I'll give you 50p towards it.
Give me your CD lamb, 50p.
Oof.
Big bag of Watsits off you, and we've got a deal.
There you go.
There you go,
Sorted.
sweet. Sound. Right, see you next week. And hopefully I'll be well rested.
Yeah, you need to be, because at times, the way you've spoken to Mark tonight has been bordering on,
Disgusting, isn't it?
bordering
To
on
be fair,
abusive.
like, you started and you were like, you could tell you were tired and, you know,
Yeah.
do you know what? You were actually quite funny. Like, possibly the funniest I've ever seen you be.
Yeah.
And then now you're really tired.
It's mad that you're funny.
Somebody mentioned Mackey's, and all he's been thinking about for the last 40 minutes is those chicken nuggets.
Chicken
No,
nuggets
it's
and
mad the way
fries.
you're more funny when you don't mean to be.
Mark, this whole thing is a performance. The camera's on and I turn on. I'm a natural showman, unlike you. That's why there's hypocrisy. Because when I deliver my small odds bets, I deliver with a bit of zest. When you deliver, when you go, you go,
Panache. What is it called? Panache.
Ravens, please.
That's on that.
Ravens. Can I have a jam sandwich, Mies Bits Patterson? Ravens.
Why are you bringing me into it?
Why are you attacking him? Because I've called you the boring
Because
cunt.
that works, you just deflect.
He turned on you. They
I
wasn't
want
nice,
2
that,
bags
was
of
it?
Watsits now.
I'll get your grab bag.
Deal.
Right. Thank you very much. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.